Welcome home to yourself. Welcome to your practice. Take as much time as you need to find the most comfortable position for yourself. I recommend something like lying down, where you don't have to practice a seated meditative posture. This is the time for you to set up a cozy nest, whatever that means for you. And as you're physically preparing the body, let's do our mindfulness check-in to help strengthen that muscle that increases our ability to be less reactive and less responsive. So, how are you feeling emotionally? Can you say hello to any emotion that is present? And without judging yourself, what's your mind like, your mental state? And then give yourself a moment to observe the physical body, perhaps things that feel tense, things that don't feel tense, and everything in between. And just like a cloud in the sky, let it poof, let it drift away, all that data you gathered, and be open to receiving whatever you desire and need. Okay. If you haven't closed your eyes yet, please do so. And just come here to this moment with me. Whatever is here is fine, it's welcome. When we can welcome things, we resist less. And resistance can create a lot of energy expenditure. So it's a good practice to just be, okay, this is where I am, this is what is. And in your own time and way, welcome in a deep sense of relaxation, knowing that you are safe, you are secure, you are held just as you are here. Invite the part of you that's really good at problem solving, fixing, analyzing. Are you willing to let that part of you take a break? And for this practice, there's nothing to do. There's no right or wrong. Just embrace the ability to tap into the parts of yourself that are waiting to be seen and heard. Your subtle energies, your creativity, whatever you want to call it. Good. And a really important technique to do throughout your day to get out of the mind is enliven your senses, remembering that we are multi-dimensional beings with gifts to experience the present moment. So just start to become more present of your skin, which is really just a thin membrane of border that separates the external versus the internal. So feel your skin. And notice what you can perceive. It might be air, blankets, clothing. And then take your tongue and lick your lips and take a few conscious swallows, just recognizing any flavors on the palate. Take 1 or 2 breaths where you are welcoming in any odors or aromas. And awaken your inner sight. You can do this in many ways. 1, imagine the room you're in without opening your eyes. Reconstruct the space with whatever you recall, be it a door, a piece of furniture. Recall as much detail as you can. Another way is to imagine you standing outside of yourself, watching yourself in this meditation session, and just reconstructing what you're wearing and anything else you notice. Well done. And now I want you to become very present with the backside of your body, meaning if you could intersect yourself, it's the whole back half of the body that is lying on the surface you're on. Just lean into that support. And can you drop in without any physical efforting? Meaning, can you release a little bit more and be held? Perhaps it feels like letting the back of the brain just get really heavy and sink to the back of the skull. Or it can feel like letting the whole back of the body pool out into a mud-like substance where you don't have a physical form. And now welcome every exhale to get a little longer, a little deeper in your own way. And if you want more, choose words that help you release. Every exhale all the way to the end. It's important to create space by letting go. So every exhale is an invitation. Really safe to let go. You can stay with that or add on, keeping the exhale as a letting go. Inhale, take in new life, creativity. And just play with your own interpretation of this natural cycle of life. The inhale representing new, perhaps birth, rebirth. And the exhale, death and decay, as all things go through these cycles. Good. And we'll deepen that in a little bit. Now I want you to bring all of your presence and attention to certain places of the body to encourage it to relax and soften even more. Let's start with the collarbones today. Bring your attention to the two collarbones. And maybe you feel an emptying or releasing of any tension or anything stuck there. And welcome in new life, new energy in the collarbones. And bring that into the left chest, the right side of the chest, and the whole chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, enliven in the chest. And as you hold your awareness in the chest, what do you notice? Is it physical? Emotional? Thoughts? And now let's do this with the shoulders. Bring all of your attention to the tops of the shoulders, both sides at the same time. And if you'd like, exhale as if you could excavate anything that's being held in the shoulders on any level. And on the inhale, replenish, enliven. Again, this is your practice. Continue that into the whole left shoulder, whole right shoulder, center of the shoulder blades, all of the shoulders, tops, bottoms, left, right, center. Exhale, let go. Inhale, replenish. And expand to include the chest. In your own words, what are you breathing into your chest and shoulders? What are you releasing? Now invite the neck. Firstly, just feel and sense the neck as it is, both sides. From the base of the skull to the tops of the shoulders, what's it like? And if you want, what are you breathing into your neck? What are you releasing? And once again, expand it to include the shoulders, the chest, maybe even the throat, neck, throat, shoulders, and chest. What are you breathing in? What are you breathing out? Bring your attention to the front of your hips, left hip, right hip, then a three-dimensional feeling of your hips. And again, you're invited. What are you breathing into the hips? What are you breathing out? Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. And now expand your awareness to be encompassing of the whole physical body, head to toe, front, back, left, right. And choose, what are you breathing in? How do you want to feel in the whole physical body? And what are you releasing? Let's get a little bit more precise with the breathing technique. Have all of your attention at the feet. On your next inhale, be aware of the whole front of the body. So raise the inhale to the top of the head via the front of the body. And the exhale goes from the crown of the head to the feet, down the back side of the body, like a Ferris wheel. Inhale, start at feet, rise to crown, front body. Exhale, write it down from crown, back side of body to feet. And continue. And gently let that technique go and just observe how you feel in this moment without any judgment. And now bring your awareness to the base of the nostrils, right above the upper lip. And can you hone in on the breath even more? Perhaps you feel cool in the inhale, heat on the exhale, or something else. And just imagine a little membrane. It could be thin or thick, whatever you wish, at the nostrils, representing the external versus the internal. And when you inhale, your in-breath passes through that membrane into your nostrils, feeding your brain and replenishing you. And the exhale, you're releasing once again through the nostrils out into the outer world. And it might feel nice to connect with the plants. As you breathe in, they're giving you fresh oxygen and life. And as you breathe out, they take your gift of what you're releasing, carbon dioxide. So just play with that for a few rounds. Inhaling nourishment in through the nostrils, feeding you. Really releasing all the toxins on all levels back to the plants. One more of those. Be kind to yourself as we're moving towards the end of the practice. Just feel your body where you are in the room you're in. Start to feel more grounded and present and clear. Becoming more alert to sounds, sensations. And then knowing that's how easy you can re-nourish yourself, right? Through your breath, through a moment of stillness. I encourage you to do that throughout your day whenever you're feeling pulled or depleted. And close your practice. Again, never any judgment. There is no right or wrong. How do you feel in your body right now, in your mind, and in your emotions? To come out of the practice, Breathe a little deeper. And when you're ready, start to move your body in your own way to form the new edges, right, of your boundaries, your physical boundary, your body. Could be through moving your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles, taking a nice yawn of the arms overhead. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for listening. And this concludes our session today.